Hello viewers, welcome to Switching Online Math. In this video, I will present a solution to question 6A and B coming from a 2024 GCE Mathematics paper 2. So question 6A is on geometric progression, then 6B is on algebra. But before I work out this question here, I would like to encourage all those that have not yet subscribed to the channel to do so, and don't forget to click on the like button if you like the presentation that I'm going to do in this video. Alright, so going to question 6a, it reads, the first three terms of a geometric progression are 3w minus 2, 3w plus 6, and 3w plus 30. Find the Roman numeral 1 value of w, which has 3 marks there. Roman numeral 2 nth term, 2 marks. Then Roman numeral 3 sum of the first 4 terms, 2 marks for that part as well. Then on 6b, the question is simplify 10a over m squared n squared divided by 5a to the power 3 over 2m squared n squared. So that part has got 2 marks as well. Alright, so going back to 6a, Roman numeral 1, to find the value of w, looking at the consecutive terms we've been given, which are expressions, we are going to start with the following. How do we get a common ratio? So to get the common ratio, we consider the following. The second term divided by the first term, which can also be calculated by dividing the third term divided by the second term. So these two fractions can be used to calculate the common ratio. Now in this case, we are going to use the fractions that we've come up with here to calculate the value of w. So we are using the common ratio concept. So this is going to be as follows. T2 is 3w plus 6. So 3w plus 6 is going to divide with the 3w minus 2. So that is on the left side. Then on the right side, 3w plus 30, which is the third term, will divide with the 3w plus 6, the second term. So to get the value of w, we cross multiply. So 3w minus 2 will multiply with 3w plus 30, and 3w plus 6 will multiply with 3w plus 6. So starting with the 3w plus 6, so 3w plus 6 will multiply with 3w plus 6 on the left side, and on the right side, 3w minus 2 will multiply with the 3w plus 30. So expanding this gives the following. 3w times 3w, that gives 9w squared. Then 3w times positive 6, that gives 18w. Then 6 times 3w, that gives 18 as well, so plus 18w. Then 6 times 6, that gives 36. So this is the left side, which is equal to the right side. 3w times 3w gives us 9w squared. Then 3w times 30, that gives positive 90w. Then negative 2 times 3w, that gives negative 6w. Then negative 2 times positive 30, that gives negative 60. So now we collect like terms. On the left side, 18w can add to 18w, and that will give us, first of all, we maintain 9w squared, so that will give us 36w in the middle there, then plus 36, which is equal to, on the right side we maintain 9w squared, then subtract 90w minus 6w, which gives positive 84. w, so minus 60. We now collect like terms from both sides. So 9w square is like term with 9w from the right side there. So 9w square, if we move 9w from the right to the left, that will be minus 9w square, then plus 36w. If we move 84w to the left side, it will be a negative, so negative 84w equal to, so we've got negative 60 on the right, so we move positive 36 to the right, so this will be negative 36. 9w square minus 9w square, that gives 0. Then positive 36w minus 84w, that gives negative 48w, which is equal to negative 60 minus 36, that gives negative 96. And to find the value of w, we divide by negative 48 both sides, which gives the following: negative 48 divided by negative 48 gives 1. 1 times w, we get w equal to negative 48 into negative 96. So negative into negative, positive 48 into 96, we get 2. So this here is the solution for the first part, which is 6a Roman numeral 1, finding the value of w. We now go to 6a Roman numeral 2, which is the nth term. So to get the nth term, first of all, let's get the actual terms that we are dealing with using the expressions 3w minus 2, 3w plus 6, and 3w plus 30. So for the first term, this will be t1, which is going to equal to, so 3w minus 2 simply means we substitute on w, we put 2, and this is going to be 3 times 2 minus 2, which is equal to 3 times 2, that is 6, minus 2 gives 4. So the first term is 4. The second term is going to equal to 3w plus 6, which is 3 times 2, then plus 6. This is equal to 3 times 2, 6, plus 6, 12. So second term is 12. The third term is equal to 3w plus 30, which is 3 times 2 plus 30. This gives 3 times 2, that is 6, plus 30, that gives 36. So these are the consecutive terms. So we can actually get the common ratio from these values. So R is going to equal to, I'll use T2 divided by T1. So T2 divided by T1 equal to, so T2 is 12, then divided by T1, which is 4. So R is equal to 12 divided by 4, that is 3. So common ratio is 3. So now to get the nth term, we use the formula Tn is equal to A R to the power n minus 1. So this is the general formula for calculating terms. So now we want to find the nth term, which is the formula to this progression that we've been given here. So on n, we are not going to substitute with anything. On A is 4, then R is the value we've calculated here, which is 3. Then this is going to be as follows: Tn is equal to A, that is 4, then R is 3, which has the power n minus 1. So this here is the nth term formula, but it can be simplified as follows: T subscript n is equal to, so we keep 4, open brackets, so 3 to the power n minus 1 can be written as 3 to the power n divided by 3 to the power 1. So if you've got same bases dividing, this is the same as keeping the base and subtracting the powers. So that is why 3 to the power n minus 1 is the same as 3 to the power n divided by 3 to the power 1. So this can be further worked out as follows. T subscript n is equal to 4 multiplied by 3 to the power n over 3. So 3 to the power 1 is the same as 3, and over is the same as division. So this can be written as 4 over 3 in brackets 3 to the power n. So this here is the nth term formula. Going to Roman numeral 3. On Roman numeral 3, we are calculating for the sum of the first 4 terms. So this is going to be s subscript n equal to a open bracket r to the power n minus 1 close bracket, then divided by r minus 1. So the reason why I've written this formula, it is based on the fact that r is greater than 1. The value of r we've calculated here is 3, so it is greater than 1. So if r is less than 1, so you pick on the formula where there is a condition that r is less than 1. So s n, in this case, we are looking at 4 terms. So it is s subscript 4 equal to a. A is the first term. Now the first term we calculated is 4. So on a, we are going to put 4. Open bracket, r is 3 and n is 4. Then minus 1. Then divided by r minus 1, that is 3 minus 1. Working out what is in brackets first will give us the following. So s subscript 4 is equal to 4 open bracket 3 to the power 4, that is 81, then minus 1 close bracket over 3 minus 1, that is 2, and then sum of the 4 terms is going to equal to 4 open bracket 81 minus 1, that gives 80 in brackets, then divided by 2. 2 can go into 4, giving us 2. 2 times 80 gives 160. So the sum of the first 4 terms is equal to 160. Moving on to B. On B, the question given is simplify 10a over m squared n squared divided by 5a to the power 3 over 2m squared n squared. So on B, we're going to show the following solution. So I'm going to write the first fraction, 10a over m squared n squared. Now for division, we'll change this to multiplication and then reciprocate the fraction that we have there, 5a to the power 3 over 2m squared n squared. So we'll start with the 2m squared n squared on top, then divided by 5a to the power 3. And then we simplify, starting with m squared can simplify with m squared to give us 1. N squared also goes with n squared, so that also gives us 1. Then on 10a and 5a to the power 3, 5 can go into 10, so 5 into 5, that gives 1. Then 5 into 10, that gives 2. Then a to the power 3 will simplify with a, so a into a, that is 1. A into a to the power 3 gives a to the power 2. So instead of a to the power 3, they are going to have a to the power 2. After simplifying, all this is equal to So on the first fraction, we've remained with it 2 on top, then below there's 1 multiplied by, on the second fraction there's a 2 on top, then below there's a to the power 2. So this here is equal to 2 times 2, that is 4, then below that gives us a squared. So this here is my presentation on this question. Thank you so much for finding time to watch this video.